Greetings, you're listening to the Cold Call Lawcast, the Minnesota Law School podcast featuring students from the University of Minnesota Law School, the University of St. Thomas School of Law, and the Mitchell-Hamlin School of Law. Welcome everyone to the Cold Call Lawcast. I'm Mitch, a law student from the University of St. Thomas School of Law. With me are my co-hosts Hannah.
Hi guys.
From the University of Minnesota, Anthony.
Hello.
From the Mitchell-Hamlin School of Law, and Abby from the University.
Hello.
Sorry. And Abby.
Hello. Let her say hello.
From the University of Minnesota. She is the Law School Bachelorette. This is the part 2 of our 2-part episode, and we're with the three guys here. Say hello, Tommy.
Hello.
He's from Mitchell-Hamlin. Zach.
Howdy.
He's from the University of St. Thomas.
In the Wild Wild West.
And Jacob.
Hey there.
From the University of Minnesota Law
The
School.
Smooth Jazz Lounge. Okay.
So hopefully everybody listened to our last episode where we got to know all of these great guys. And yeah, hopefully you didn't just turn into part 2. And if you have, go to part 1 because that's where there's some great laughs in that one. But let's do kind of a recap of the Law School Bachelorette. And guys, how do you think the three gentlemen here have done so far? Let's examine them right to their faces.
Yeah. So, it's looking pretty close, honestly. There's a lot of
so we drew a diagram with Hannah. Can you describe this diagram that you created?
Yes, as the linguist of the group. So, like I said, it's looking pretty close here. I mean, I don't like to get too much into forecasting because you know how that usually goes for people. So I'm not going to try and call a winner or anything at this point. But we're going to say, Zach's looking pretty strong. He's got some squigglies. There's a whole country. He's got a big plus on his ice cream game. As far as Tommy goes, we also have some food pluses. He has both cheese and a burger on his board, and some 20s nostalgia. So, it's looking good. It's some shark teeth. Jacob, on the other hand, he's got, maybe a little bit more differentiation. He has both glow sticks and a disco ball. Like I said, it's just
glow sticks.
This is too close to call.
Severed lines.
This is way too close to call.
The Hunger Games of dating.
Perfect. This is
the purge.
I love that you can make people compete over anything.
I know, it's great, isn't it? I don't know how I got these guys to do this, but seriously.
Who can go get a Kleenex the fastest?
Wait, are we not getting paid?
Yeah, well, you'll see the check in the mail. Don't worry about that.
I'm sorry, I turned down a summer associateship for this. Come on.
You made a wise decision. A very wise decision.
Yeah, now you only have to work for one night.
But I don't know about you, but for Abby, I think it's worth it.
Kiss up.
Let's do some cold call. I'm gonna cold call you guys with some judicial trivia. You guys, I think Zach, you told us on the last episode that you're illiterate. Is that correct?
Yes, my friends and family are working with the working theory that I am illiterate, so this might go poorly for me.
All right.
The fact that
Again,
you're as far as you are
while
being illiterate.
I think it's pretty heroic to just not read.
I think it's gotta be his looks. It's gotta be his looks that he's got this far.
Yeah, so that's a poetry. Somehow he writes poetry while also not being able to read.
It's called slam poetry. You don't need to write for that.
Oh, right. You just slam your fist on the desk.
Yes.
Whatever happens. You just roll with it.
So over here we have the cup of shame. And so how this works is the bachelors will field judicial trivia questions. If you answer incorrectly, the bachelor must answer from the cup of shame. It has a bunch of embarrassing stuff in there. If you answer correctly, you can make one of the other bachelors draw from the cup of shame. So are we all ready for this?
I guess so.
We have to be.
Perfect. This is what we love. Jacob, we'll start with you. This is the great question that we ask every U of M student.
Oh, it's not going to be
no.
good, Jake.
That's not going to be good.
So, what landmark Supreme Court case made interracial marriage legal in all states?
Interracial marriage?
Interracial marriage. It made it legal in every state. You can give me either the first or the last.
It is not
both.
Marbury versus Madison, which I think is
Don't
maybe
give it
what
away.
I said, but that's what I said.
Yeah.
I want to say Brown v. Mississippi.
Ooh.
Oh no, that's a very different case. Do not look up that case.
Do you have
No idea.
no idea? It's actually Loving v. Virginia.
Wow. That's a good name.
Not that I'm any less confident than I was coming in, but I'm a 1L first semester. Haven't taken constitutional law.
We got
so,
some for you, don't worry.
Oh, thank God.
I mean, I remember talking about that case, but I do not remember reading that case. If that means anything.
No one did. Mitch is just obsessed with it. He
What?
likes to, yeah. I mean, it's
personal
warranted.
value.
It's
Warranted.
warranted.
Personal value.
It's warranted.
It has personal
yes.
value
It has
to you,
personal
too.
value.
Oh yeah, me too.
It has. Oh yeah, me too.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
You know, everyone's got their little pet cases with their own
Yes.
personal value, but you can't expect everybody to learn it in their first year of con law.
You
should know it.
You've asked this question every episode, and it still takes me at least 30 seconds to remember what the case is.
You're like, wait, I love what state?
I'm just saying, Will O'Connor knew it. Shout out to Will.
Okay, of course he did. Hey, Will. Anyway, shame.
Oh. What do I do?
Just pick one and read it off to us and answer it.
This one is half of a question. It
Uh-oh.
just says gusting habit you have.
What's the most disgusting habit you have? Somehow that one got ripped.
Oh gosh, I'm a pretty clean person. I guess when I drink, I also bum people for cigarettes, and that's probably the most gross thing I do.
Yeah, I mean, maybe arguably disgusting, but also incredibly common.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Still,
We're all judging you now. I got real judgy for a second.
it's my life, so welcome. She's the only one I care about. Okay.
All right, Zach, are you ready?
I think so. I hope so.
Which U.S. Supreme Court case determined prisoners must be advised of their rights before being questioned by police?
I have no idea.
You know it.
Think your what rights?
Miranda rights?
Very good.
Okay, I don't think we ever covered that in con law or crim law last year. So
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Miranda v. Arizona.
Okay.
Shame.
Who?
And technically, it's not prisoners. It's only people in police interrogation, custodial interrogation.
I don't know. That's what I got from Wikipedia. I
Are you
just
doing
copy
crim-
and
Are
paste
you doing
it.
crim stuff?
Crim pro.
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah, I probably need to take that. He got half of it. How does that work?
And then no one gets shamed.
He gets
I
half
think
of the
it's-
question.
You got
Yeah, you got half question. I think it's neutral. I think we just go to the next one.
I mean, I kind of want to. I saw some of these cold
All right,
call
well-
questions. I kind of.
All right, we'll give the 1L a 1L question.
Oh, thank God. Although that last one I maybe could have answered.
So which U.S. Supreme Court case legalized abortion in all states?
That would be Roe versus Wade.
Very good. Yeah.
So now I get to, since I got it, I get to read one of these. For,
You get to pick someone to...
oh, I got to pick.
really
Oh, I
want
got to
to?
pick.
If you really
I mean,
want
if you
to,
really
you can
wanna
pick
read
yourself.
it.
You can pick
Which
yourself.
one?
You can pick yourself
Can
if
I?
you'd like to.
You know what? I'll do it. I like a challenge. I like a challenge. Plus these guys are nice. I also got half a question. I got half a question. Gusting habit you have.
All right, pick a new one.
Pick a new one.
You gotta-
Do your best. Do your best Trump impersation.
Yes.
Yeah.
Say at
Oh,
least
we
a
haven't had a
complete
good one yet.
sentence.
No.
That is a trick question. Donald Trump doesn't say complete sentence. No. All right, ladies and gentlemen. We're on Cold Call, and as we know, this is fake news. We're trying to bring some truth to this media, this fake news media, enemy of the people, especially Mitch. He's just the worst.
That was excellent. That was good. I am very impressed.
Yeah, definitely better than mine.
I don't think you're the enemy of the people, Mitch.
Thank you.
You're wrong. He is.
Although, if Trump were to call me the enemy of the people, I would be quite delighted by
That's a
that.
badge of honor.
I
That's
would
a
take
compliment,
it as a badge
right?
of honor. Yeah.
Okay.
It's not a compliment. It's still not a compliment.
Not an insult.
So Jacob,
That's my name. Can I get a 1L question?
this is a little bit easier, and you almost got half of it right last time. So which United States Supreme Court case declared state laws establishing separate public schools for black and white students to be unconstitutional?
Brown v. Board of Education.
Very good.
Hey.
Who would you like to shame?
I think we should do this very amicably, so I'll pick myself.
Oh, wow. Look at
Because these guys are just too great.
See, gentlemen, that's a plus for all of us, I think.
We're
We're
classy.
gentlemen and
We're
scholars.
classy.
Well, 2/3 of us are scholars.
That's up for you to decide which is that last third.
I mean, I'm definitely not the scholar, so it's definitely you two.
All right.
Wow, this is like,
Right.
okay, come on. At a certain point, the camaraderie gets boring, guys. Come on.
This
Fine,
isn't
she's
the
saying
bad.
she wants a
this
bad
isn't
boy.
the-
No, answer your question. Answer your question.
Okay, I'll answer it. I signed up for this. This is promissory estoppel. Have you ever lied to impress someone, and what was the lie?
Remember, you're talking to Abby.
God, I don't know, man.
Everything you said on the show.
Everything on this
Everything.
episode, yeah.
Does it have to be to impress somebody?
No, if there's just a lie, we take that too.
It was a lie, and it's hurt me ever since. I was at
Whoa.
I've just felt bad at it's just hurt me morally, like ethically. I feel bad about it. It was at a rave this one time.
Yes.
You
I told this 32-year-old lady or woman that I was not as young as I was to get her number, and yeah, that's the most unethical
What
thing.
was the discrepancy? How old were you?
Wait, how old
and
were
how
you?
old did you say you were?
14 at her age.
Yeah, but
22.
that's her fault, really.
22. This was 4 months ago.
Wait, how old are you?
22.
And you lied that you were 22 years old?
No, I lied that I was older than that.
How old?
I said 30.
Dude,
But you
it's
wanted her
okay.
number.
Love is just a
So that's
number.
kind of
You know,
impressive.
you know what's sad is you lied about being older at an age that I'm less than.
Wait. So there has to be a part 2 to this story because just lying about your age in general isn't all that bad. But was there a follow-up that made it a bad lie?
The first date. That was that's where it came out. It was fine. It was fine.
Wait, did she laugh at you for being a K through J?
No.
Yeah, she sounds like a nice lady.
How old is she?
32.
Is she from Wisconsin? Is she my old Spanish teacher? Because I think she goes to raves.
I don't know.
Okay. So
Did you
probably
speak
not from
Spanish?
Wisconsin.
Do you speak Spanish?
No.
Also,
Do any of you speak Spanish?
He said that in Spanish.
No.
Any other languages? I'm just looking for bonus
Yes.
points right now.
German.
German and Latin.
No one actually speaks Latin.
False.
I mean, they don't really
It's a
know
dead
how
language.
it's spoken.
It's a dead
But they
language,
try.
right?
And
You
I give them
consider
credit for
Latin a
trying.
dead language, right?
Go
I mean, they
go
speak it
to
in
a
the
good
Vatican.
Sunday mass.
They speak it in the Vatican,
Wow.
but it died out to the point where they don't really know if they're pronouncing anything correctly.
That's cool.
Semper ubi sub ubi, though.
I mean, honestly, that's just Minnesota English at that point.
Oh yeah, don't you know?
So, Zach, which Supreme Court case held that citizens have the right to have guns at home for self-defense?
I know. Oh, I remember going over this case. I can't think of its name for some reason.
I think it was 2008.
Oh, 2008.
It was
Right?
2008.
Or was it 2008? Yeah.
I do know.
I've literally been told the name of this case and I forgot.
I don't know.
Do any of the other guys want to take it?
I can take it.
The now former senator of Nevada. Heller.
Very good. Heller v. DC.
Yeah, I remember that now.
Well, that one only applied to federal law, not state law.
Wait, so is there a different case you're thinking of?
No, I was thinking about DC
No.
Heller, but since DC is a federal jurisdiction, it only
Yeah.
applies to federal prosecution.
Wait, so was Mitch's question wrong? Because in that case, he has
It's
to
technically
answer.
2 cases, so half
Shame,
points.
shame.
Shame.
Answer
What,
the
I
question.
have to pick one?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
I always
You're
won.
not. You're not.
You're not immune. There's no immunity here.
Describe the last time you were heavily intoxicated. So I wasn't.
in Vegas.
I didn't get intoxicated in Vegas.
Oh.
Had a couple drinks, but I did
Didn't
not.
get intoxicated.
I was not.
Didn't
I was not
gamble.
intoxicated.
Mitch
Probably.
goes to
probably.
Vegas for the Christmas lights.
I go for the shows. Come on.
I went to see the Eiffel Tower.
So the last time I was heavily intoxicated was